Okay, so we're here with Omar Wilder, a friend of mine who graciously decided to make this interview with me about his culinary art career. He cooks mm, marvelous meals. I love him, and he I just wanted to do this interview with him. Something simple just to get a little idea of him and his career and what's next with it. I know you're talking about infusions, so but just let me know a little bit of, or let the viewers know a little bit about yourself.
Hi, viewers. I'm Omar Wilder. I've been a chef for over 20 years. Started restaurants and then colleges. I worked at BC, I worked at BU, I worked at Harvard. Um, Catering, do personal catering. And the infusion thing is something I started doing as of late for chronic pain to try to find some,
So this is something that you worked on for yourself, the infusion to
yes,
help.
yes,
So do you think that some of your infused products will help others?
absolutely, absolutely.
What kind
Now,
of fusions what kind of foods do you infuse?
I've done dressings. I've done fried chicken. I've done cakes, cupcakes, brownies. What else? I do these tropical fruit iced teas that I do. I do different.
Well, I've had the tropical iced tea. Oh
It's
my
it's
god.
different variations of fresh herbs and fruits that I do. People seem to like it.
Hmm.
It's at least it's natural, if not anything else, because it has fresh fruits. Obviously, if you're a diabetic, I would not advise uh, using it, but you can do it without the sugar. You can have it
Exactly.
without the sugar and have it that way, or you can put your own equal or whatever type of sugar substitute that you use, or if you request it, then I can do it.
And what made you decide to infuse anything outside of because of yourself? You needed
Well,
it.
some of the research that I was doing suggested that the dispensaries are doing things like that. So I just kind of piggybacked on that.
Hmm. Okay. And do you think that any of your products will be helpful to, say, someone who have chronic back pain or arthritis? Do you think that you did enough research, or could you do, or have you done research on the different properties that cannabis can help with different, areas?
That's more of a strand thing. That's not, you know what I mean? Like
But
I'm
it's
just doing simple, uh, how would you say, regular herbs. Like it's not like
okay. So your
all this high
infusion.
tech. Yeah, it's not all this, all these different strands or anything. No, it's just simple. It's the basic of herbs you can probably get
Exactly. Okay.
because you just want the naturalness of
Yes.
the herbs. Like uh, what is it? Cocoa leaves.
Oh, okay.
Cocoa leaves has a lot of health benefits. It's
Mm.
when they alter it, it changes into
Change.
something else.
Exactly.
So if you use things in its natural form, you'll get more of the health benefits that come with many things that come from the ground. Dr. Sabi, that's the kind of things that he was into, like the all natural stuff.
Yes.
You know,
Okay. And I heard about him. I heard about his all natural. Didn't he have something that had to do with cancer? Like he kind
he
of.
supposedly, I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but he supposedly was helping people cure a lot of different ailments that they had.
So, what is your specialty? Which dish that you would say is your best dish that you created with an infused product?
Probably the most uh,
Because
delicious.
I know that the tea
Delicious.
is
I would say
was good.
yeah. I would say the tea and without sugar.
Hmm.
I would say the fried chicken.
Okay, and yeah, I had the fried chicken too, so and it was
Yeah,
really good
and it
too.
was still a working in progress too. I was
Well, all your
I
products was
start
it?
slow because I'm
Hmm.
trying to learn, and then it gets better as time goes on as I do more research and I do it based on three different parts. Like I do fried, I do baked, I do
Hmm.
grilled. I was even want to look at chicken breast to do like searing of the chicken with the herbs in it. So it's steps. It's not just 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 do one thing. No, you have to expand on what you're doing for everyone because not
Exactly.
everybody likes fried chicken, or
So,
not everybody can eat fried chicken.
what made you like to start cooking? What was your meal that said, okay, I want to go into culinary arts. I want to go and do my, get my certificate. I want to go to, you know, school for it
Hmm.
in how many ever years or whatever. What was your passion that made you want to go do culinary arts or take the classes?
Well, they say hindsight is 2020. So when I was a kid, I was always in the kitchen, and
Mm-hmm.
looking back, that's where all the excitement in my house was. It was in the kitchen because my mother was a chef, my stepfather was a chef, my uncle was a chef,
So
my
it's
aunts
like
were a chef.
running
They
through
were
your
all cook.
blood.
Yeah, they all cooked. They did not professionally, but they
Mm-hmm.
all cooked for their large families.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was in the kitchen. So it started that way. And then it started out as a necessity because I had a daughter at 16. So I had to go out and work. So I started working in restaurants, cleaning the kitchen, dishes, whatever they needed me to do. And then, as I started to learn more about that, I had more time to help the cooks and the chefs. So it kind of just started slowly
Letting,
like that.
okay,
Yeah.
and gaining
Knowledge and
traction and
understand.
stuff
Yeah,
like that. So,
absolutely.
oh, okay. So then that was what created the Omar Big O that we see today.
Well, I liked it. I enjoyed it, and it was fun. And you get to make money on top of that. So it was
So was it more so the reactions of people who have tasted your food that they say, oh,
oh
you
no,
know.
oh that was horrible. Oh no, my first food was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. No, it was horrible.
But I
The only
know.
people would eat my food was the trash. Yeah,
Wow.
it was horrible. Yeah, it was
So
horrible
then when you went to this
because
school,
I didn't really
no.
I didn't know anything. I was
Mhm.
kind of just learning because it's weird. Like some chefs they're not as open as other people are. There was a lot of people that was open with me, but they was only open to a point. So I
Mhm.
had to find chefs that was open. Period.
I can remember that a time when when I wanted a party and you threw the party for me.
Oh yeah, I remember
Remember?
that. Yeah.
And you cooked all that food. What was it? I think it was something with the what octopus in it or something. My
Oh, that was
mother,
paella.
oh my God, she loved it.
Yeah,
Loved it.
that was
So
the cheap version of paella.
well, if it was cheap, she didn't know, she didn't care, and she loved it. So
No,
it
like
was a great.
paella, like made from scratch, is a long process and it's a lot of money. So I did
Mhm.
like,
The short
an
version
economic version
of
of
it.
it.
And it still came out. The party was excellent. The food was good,
Yeah, it was
and
nice. It was a nice
he
turnout.
let me have it at his place, so it was really good. And it
Yeah,
was a whole bunch of women, so
yeah, yeah,
it was good.
yeah. It was
But
a good day. It was a good day.
so when um or in the future, do you ever see yourself kind of owning like an infused bar, something that you can infuse your foods, and it's a like a bar, like a hookah bar? but it's an infused bar.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. I
That
can
would be
see
nice.
you being in there, doing all these different type of meals, but adding that different ingredient that everyone loves or will gradually come into loving. I think a little spot wouldn't hurt.
No, no. Me and my cousin, we talk about it all the time about doing stuff, but he's so busy doing. He's a lawyer, so he's so busy doing other things that I'm
Well,
just
if
kind
he
of
can
like
be an investor, then why not?
yeah,
You find the spot,
yeah.
you find the things that you need, you even find the talented people that will work with you, and he can be a silent partner.
Well, it's like one of those things where this is a spark of an idea where it has to be taken along. So
Or a
it
meeting
would it
of the
would it would
minds.
have to be like something small though.
Hmm.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I would
but
start
you
with
would
something
start off
small
small.
because
But I did say for the future,
yeah,
because
owning is funny. You know what I mean?
especially in
Like I
Boston.
yeah, like restaurants fail within the first 5 years. So it's like I see all these food trucks, and I'm like, we talked about that. So that would be actually
That would be
a
even
good
better
idea.
because you can
Something,
move around.
yeah, something that would make sense too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to put your heart and your soul into something, and in a year or two, it's gone. So it's not like don't try, but it's like it has to make sense.
Yeah, that's
Whenever it is
true.
you're trying to do that, it has to make sense because you're investing too. It's not like you're just loan, but then you have to think about the loan that you done took out.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
not.
It's a lot of moving parts to
Yeah.
it, which is understandable. But
It
that's why you take your time before you venture into something so,
yeah. It would be
big.
nice to there was an easier route to success. It would be nice
It would be.
because a lot of people would be on that route, but it's made harder by the economy and
And the where we live, because like I said, Boston is not a cheap place to live, as
it's one of
well
the
as
smallest states, but it's also is a fun fact. But it's also one of the most expensive states to live in.
yes. Even for, I've seen so many stores in the malls that I go to that was there one time, and then because the rent has gone
Oh
up
yeah,
so
oh
high,
yeah.
they're
Mhm.
gone.
Once the
So
community changes, once the demographic of the community changes, you got maybe you were paying for the lease maybe 5,000. It could easily go up 7, 8, 9, 10,000 without question, and no one's gonna say anything. No one's gonna do anything. It's just either you can pay it.
or
Matter of fact, off topic real quick. Not off topic, but it's kind of the same way. But a friend of mine, like that's what happened at her place.
she was
They raised the rent like $1,000 more,
and
$1,000
they're not
more
even
for an
taking
apartment, not
into
even a house,
consideration
an
that
apartment.
people are if this is their business, you got to wait until they kind of generate the money in order to start raising. They don't care about raising the rents around here as far as these stores. That's the reason why
Yeah,
these mom and pop stores come in and then they go,
yeah,
because
yeah,
there's so many. One day they're here, one day they're not, because
yeah,
it's so the
yeah.
rent is
If you
so
don't if you don't own
high.
property, they can do whatever they want to do.
And now it's really kind of hard to even start trying to own some property because
Oh, it's ridiculous.
of the economy.
Yeah,
So
the interest rate for mortgages right now, I believe it's between 7 and 8%. So, like 5 years ago, it was like 3%. So
that's ridiculous.
that's inflation. That's inflation.
So where do you see yourself in another 3 to 5 years, especially with your infusion, if you're still on that path?
Well, I've done some research and I've done some giving away of products
Mm-hmm.
just to
Just
create a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
But people like it, but they don't want to spend any money. So it's just one of those things where we got to support each other. Like one thing about me, I will say, is that any person that comes to me that has a good product and I like the product,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to support them.
Yep. I did my little venture with lip glosses, and you was gonna support that.
Yeah,
And but my lip glosses was gonna be exactly what you're doing with food. Is I was infusing it.
Yes.
And I still may do it, but you was a great supporter with that one.
Yeah, people liked it. People thought it was a good
Exactly.
product.
And then anything like this, you took your time out to do a little small interview with me, just to get yourself out there as well as myself out there, to see how it generates. So I do feel that if we can do more,
Together.
yeah, more together, people doing it and
Yeah.
actually supporting
Supporting each
each
other.
other, I think that a lot of people will go far, especially our
Absolutely.
black people.
There's a group of people on YouTube that came in. I think it's like seven of them. They came in together, and then like this is like maybe 5 years or so ago. But then now they're all blooming. They're all doing their own channels and everything. It's like that's what people can do when they come together. And then sometimes they still come back and do skits together and stuff like that. They was doing all their skits together in skits in the beginning, but then over time they started to stand out on their own and bringing other people in.
And that's what you do.
That's what you do.
You stop moving
Yeah.
somewhere and you're making strides, and
Mhm.
somebody else that you know is cool or whatever, and they're trying to
Yeah.
get their stuff going on. Why not help them a little bit out?
What you gonna
But
lose?
everybody's out for a bag, but we're not going to get into that because that's
Well, no,
not.
we are stronger together. I've always
Yes,
believed that we are stronger together and we are apart. So if we don't come together to try to help each other, it's it's like crabs in a barrel.
that's true.
Most of the crabs can get out. They help each other.
The ones that's been trampled on and stomped on will stay there. So
Yeah, but that's how you get out though. You help each other to get out of that barrel. When you climbing up that ladder, you don't take the ladder once you get to the top. You leave the ladder where it was for other people to come behind you, and that's the only way this was going to work.
sure,
Like look what happened with County Hospital. I worked there for 7.5, almost
But
8 years.
I could have swore I heard something, through the grapevine, that it was both. I think either that or another hospital that closed down at the same time was getting ready to open back up.
Well, it's two of them that is the Shover and Condi that's closed, and
Yeah.
definitely the other hospital. I think it's like another seven of them. They're being bought out by other people because they were making profits. Condi never made a profit. The Shover never made a profit, so I don't understand why do you buy places that never made a profit. But I guess maybe it was a package deal. But no, we started the first union over there that they ever had. And we unionized Connie, and then we unionized all the other hospitals. It was fabulous.
Well, that's good. I mean, that was real good.
So it's again, this is when people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they decide, listen, there's got to be something better than this. There's always something better than what you have. You can always have something better than what you got. And anybody that tells you that you can't, bless you, is just wrong. You can always have better. I'm a clear example of you can always have better because I started from the bottom, the very very depths of the project, and most of the people didn't make it. Either they dead or in jail, but a lot of them did just strive and survive.
And it shows right in your work and stuff that you kept your head straight. You didn't fall into the traps of everyone else around you.
No police records, none of that
And that's
nonsense.
good. That's why I
Never
said.
been to jail.
That's why I wanted to do this little interview with you. I'm gonna do another one with you. I'm letting you know that now, so
Sure.
you can exhibit or show off a meal that you're prepping or cooking.
Yeah, I can do
Something
that.
that you something small, nothing major, but just to see his work
I
is
can do
what
that.
we can do on the next interview that I do with him. I want to see if yeah, how
Yeah,
it
we can
works
do
out.
that. Yeah, we can do that.
And step by step on what he's cooking, whatever it may be. It
Yeah,
can be something small, or it can be whatever, however he's going to do it. But I just want to do the step by step, bring it to y'all so you can see it and see what Boston people have to offer. You
We,
know,
we have a lot to offer.
exactly, and much talent
Oh,
in Massachusetts.
absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
don't care what you decide to do, as long as you push yourself, that you're talented.
Yeah.
And just like Omar is very talented in his cooking career. And I know it's going to go far, and especially if he's starting to try this new infusion. I'm pretty sure after he get everything calculated down and everything will come smoothly for him as
It
far
is
as,
it is a science. Science is not
yes,
my
it's that you have
is
to
is not
go to
my strong
science.
point, but I'm learning.
But you.
I'm
So
learning.
I appreciate this,
No doubt.
and hopefully we can do a future one.
Absolutely.
And I hope that anybody that watches this will subscribe and like and
Share.
share if you want more of Omar and his infused endeavors that he's going to do and where he's going. Just put a comment in there in the chat or whatever it is. And yeah.
Peace and blessings.
Bye.